Alright, well, hey everybody, this is Sander for the YouTube channel Sander Over. Yeah, today I'm recording something different, like something completely different than I normally do. Especially because there are some things going on with the Walking Dead secret lair thing, and everybody's, well, how should I put it gently? Everybody is mad about it. And I understand. I completely understand why. Because Wizards did something that they promised they would never do again. Like a buy a box promo, or like including a card in a magazine back in the day, which, well, that was back in the day, but they're still legal because they're black bordered, so technically they're not banned. Of course, the infinite little, I don't remember the name, the Nethilian or whatever dragon that was released at the Dragon Con, and, well, they tried to fix that, but still, they promised they would not do it again. But they did. They did do it again. And again, and again. And they will keep doing it. You can just be sure of that. It will happen over and over and over. Even though they might promise they won't, somehow it will. Now the other side. It's available to everybody. Okay? Anybody can buy it. Well, except for certain regions. Yes. True. Either that it has to do with logistics or with certain laws in that country. I don't know. But for the most of us, I think they're available. Anybody can buy it. You can go onto the Secret Lair website and buy a box. Now, if you don't want to use them, which I understand because they're, collectible, just print a proxy or get a proxy or something, but you have the original card, and tabletop Commander, especially where you're going to use the card, it's not a problem if you use a proxy with your friends, if you have the card. And at least that's a rule with our group, that you have to have the card. You can't just go out and print everything, because then you can just print out the biggest cards or the best cards and build something ridiculous, which that's not allowed. So just, you have to have the card, and then it's fine. You can use a proxy. That's cool. But Wizard broke the rule. And that rule, or that given that they said they wouldn't do it, it feels wrong. It feels like, okay, we promised never to do it again, but at the same time, they're already in the back room talking about it and thinking of, let's see what we can do next year, just to fuck them over. Oh, sorry. Gotta bleep that out. But that's what it feels like. Now, personally, I bought a box of these cards. Why? Well, I love the Walking Dead. I've watched a lot of seasons. I haven't watched all of them, I'm sorry, but life caught up to me, and certain things changed, priorities changed, so I don't really have time for that anymore. But when The Walking Dead came out, I've watched, I think 6 seasons, maybe 7. I don't even know how many seasons there are. I'll probably cut these parts out of the video anyway, because, well, people are going to be pissed off. But I bought them, and I like them. I love the artwork. It looks really cool, and the another thing, introducing new mechanics. Is that a good thing? Yeah, it is. But Wizards also said that they might... Now here's the kicker, which I haven't heard anybody talk about, especially in Commander, that they might reprint the card under a different name, with different art. My first instinct is, okay, so I can have two of the same cards in my deck, in my Commander deck, because, well, one of them is the original one, and the other one has a different name, and that's one of the rules with Commander, that you can use the card if it has a different name. So every name has to be unique of the card. So like, you can have one negate in your deck, and you can have one Essence Scatter in your deck, and you can have one Neutralize in your deck. So that's just an example. But also with the legendary cards and everything, yeah, I mean, as long as they don't have the exact same name, you can use them. Even Omnath, Locus of the Royal, and then Omnath, Locus of the whatever version it is now, you can have them in your deck. It's a different name. It's not just the first name, but the whole name. And that's what worries me, because they might reprint it on a different card with a different name. So can we use it again? Can we use the card, or, have two of them in our deck? Or one is a commander and the other one is a little, whatever card backup in your side of your deck. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's possible. That's the thing that worries me a little bit. The pricing and the way we can get them, not so much. Yeah, they're expensive. There's including shipping and everything, we're talking about 70 euros, maybe. But they're legal in eternal formats. And if they're good cards, and, well, some of them have potential. The Rick card, by the way, is not bad. Not a bad card. It might see a lot of play, and the price will probably spike, which will make the Secret Lair collectible box something to keep around. So I don't know how many of these cards are actually going to see play. They might come into play, but most people will probably use proxies. I mean, let's be honest, let's not think about this too much. We probably are going to see a lot of people using the proxies and being like, no, I got the real box, but I'm not going to open it up. Which I understand, because a sealed box is a sealed box. It's still worth a lot of money. You guys have to understand. And yeah, it's once again, it's like, you got to pay to win. But that's the whole game. Commander, for instance, is not a cheap format. Yeah, there are budget decks out there. And yes, there's, a lot of, you have to have luck with your deck. But if it's in the right, or if it has the right synergy, everything is right. You have the right cards. It doesn't really matter what you draw. You can always make something of it, which is a hard one to get, in a Commander deck. Giggity. But don't forget, the cards are still available. It's still this week, so it's not like it was only an hour, or they're sold out, because I ordered my my cards, and I was, well, let's say 3 hours, 4 hours in. I didn't get a message of like, oh, you're, too late, or oh, the queue is full. I mean, there's a queue, there's a line, there's actually like a little man that walks down a line. I was there in like 30 seconds. It was done. I had it. So they're only shipping, or they're going to ship somewhere in February probably. Oh, the camera's shifting. Just put that back a little bit. There we go. They're shipping somewhere in January through February, somewhere around that time. So it's going to be an after Christmas present. Let me just put it that way. I mean, they're expensive, but it's a once in a lifetime thing, and I know that all the secret layers are, but I just have this tiny little feeling that they're not going to do this again, because it's going to enrage the community, at least for a while, until they do. And when they do, we'll be ready. Do this all over again. Anyway, I just wanted to say, so, TLDR, I'll just put it somewhere in the bottom, like go to 11 minutes and 30 seconds or something, and just skip the whole line. A, or 1, yes, they're black bordered, and they shouldn't have done it. B, yes, they're only available a limited time, and they're expensive. 3, there might be a reprint with a different name with the same mechanics, so that in Commander you might even be able to use another one. And 4, well, I bought one, so but I'm going to proxy them, and I'm sure that a lot of you out there are like, no, I'm outraged, and this is boo. And then on the other, with your other hand, you're on your phone, and you're like, click secret layer, click order 1, click send. Yeah, we know how this works. Everybody knows how this works. So Wizards is probably thinking like, well, the community's outraged, but we sold a lot of them, so let's think of a new one next year. Who knows, people? Who knows? But right now, this was my video. I thought I'd share it with you. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Be safe out there.